Is there an NHL COVID shutdown looming? So many players unavailable due to the COVID protocol list today. A lot of new announcements. I'll give you that. And will the NHL be going to the Olympics? What do you think? Players maybe say no, or will the NHL have to say no? All that right here. Hey, everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. So we've got a ton of announcements. Pretty much all the news I could find today. Looking to do a news video, so I thought I'd do this kind of video. There's outbreaks in 4 cities today, 5 actually. So I have that news. I'm going to ask the question about the Olympics, talk about that, and I've got a couple of hot takes for you guys as well. One about the Olympics and one about well, we'll get to that. So the new outbreaks today that I heard of, so like I said, they're everywhere. Carolina Hurricanes and the Minnesota Wild, their game tonight's been postponed, and that is because 4 Carolina players were added to the list. I think they have other players on there. I'm not positive about that, but it's not because of the Wild, but it's because of Carolina. So that game's postponed. The way things are going, I wouldn't be surprised if there are going to be more Carolina games postponed. We'll see where that goes, though, after today. Boston Bruins. Marchand. Marchand is out on the COVID-19 list. I don't know if that's his first time with COVID. I seem to think he had it last season. Calgary Flames. Calgary Flames hit hard. Calgary Flames today, 3 players, one of them Milan Lucic, out with COVID. Lucic, I saw a statement from him. He has all his vaccines, got his booster. He says Calgary, whole team is vaccinated, and yet this can still happen. And this can still happen. Shouldn't stop you from getting the vaccine, though. So they have 9 players apparently on the list. They have 3 games that are going to be postponed as a minimum, and we'll see where it goes with them. The New York Islanders, they've already had games postponed, have come back and been okay, and now Matt Barzal is also out. I don't know if that's the only Islander, but Matt Barzal now out. Vancouver Canucks, they had their practice postponed this morning. I think they have 2 guys out today with COVID, and I'm not sure if it's official, but I think they're going to have their game postponed tonight. But like I said, I don't know if it's official, but I saw something about that, and we'll see if that actually happens. So, and they got hit like really hard last year. They were probably the worst hit team last year with COVID, I think, anyway. Who else do we got? Montreal Canadians, as we know, Brendan Gallagher, Sami Niku, quarantining right now. Their quarantine is going to be done on Saturday. I don't know that they will actually play for the team on Saturday because you got to figure they haven't been skating at all. So they got to take a day or two to get back into a little bit of shape, condition a little bit. So even a few days, you got to figure. But they'll be available to the team starting on the weekend. So I have a hot take, and that's based on here in Canada, in Ontario. The cases are rising quite quickly, and they expect somewhere. I heard something about 10,000 cases a day by the end of the month. And they're talking already about the fact that they're probably going to have to not allow fans in the stands at sporting events, which would mean the Toronto Maple Leafs. So my hot take is I think that's going to happen elsewhere in Canada and probably some spots in the U.S. And I think there'll be no fans in the stands by the slated games that are on January 1st. I know Montreal's slated to play. Don't remember the team on January 1st. So I think by January 1st, there will be a number of NHL arenas that won't have fans in the stands, or at the very minimum have limited, like we had, remember it was 2,500, something like that. I could see that happening again, but it'll be something like that. So that's my first hot take. So next up, we're going to look at the Olympics. So the question is, does the NHL go to the Olympics considering all the COVID? It's in Beijing. To me, that should probably be enough reason not to go. But so there's rules for if you get COVID in Beijing, and they're not great for if you're an athlete. From 3 to 5 weeks in quarantine, it's decided upon by the government. The government has to release you from this quarantine. They hold your passport, I believe, till then. And I don't know that I'd go if I'm an NHL player, because the rules for uh, all of that, all the COVID rules are not the same as here, obviously. So, you could get stuck there. You could get stuck there maybe for something for a length of time that you wouldn't have here, and you're losing games, you're losing money, you're losing whatever. I think that is enough that with all the cases that are in the NHL right now, that I think the players are going to decide not to go. They have the decision. It's in the last agreement with the league that they have the decision if they're going to go. The league has said that they're going to honor that, but there is a clause or a way out for the league that if there are so many games that are postponed up until the Olympics and they need time to make them up, that they can say they're not going. They have to decide that by January 10th. So there's still, a little under a month for them to make a decision. I kind of think the players will do that. Will say, no, we're not going. And that's my hot take. My hot take is that I think the NHL does not go to the Olympics. I don't know if it's the players that are going to say no or that the NHL is going to have to, but by the look of the way things are going with the games, if this keeps happening, they're going to need time to make them up. There isn't a lot of that in the schedule if they go to the Olympics. So I think it's at least that the NHL is going to have to step in and say no. So let me know what you think in the comment section. It's running under there. You see? Let me know in the comment section. Do you think they're going to go? Do you agree with my hot takes? Let me know what you guys think. And what else do I have here? Yeah, that's it. I think that's everything. So, I hope tomorrow doesn't bring another slate of these COVID cases. I don't mind them not going to the Olympics. That doesn't bother me. As a matter of fact, I think if I was a player, I wouldn't go right now. I love the Olympics. Not a problem. I love the games. I was gonna do some of the games, but I think with everything and the way COVID's rising and everything, and the unknown factor of the Omicron, we don't know if it's more deadly, less deadly. We don't really know about it, but it's definitely more contagious. I'd stay home. So, like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and I think that is it. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, and please go get your booster shot. I would appreciate that. I'm getting mine, and if we all did that, we'd all just be a little bit less likely to get sick. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe. Peace out. Bye, y'all. And now my cursor won't find it. Bye.